Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today I am out on a little overnighter solo hike. I am going to do a section of the Tecumseh Trail, and I've been wanting to through hike this trail, but just haven't had the time off work or the time to do it yet. So nothing going on this weekend, thought I'd get out and do a little section of it anyways. So the section I'll be doing, I'm starting at the Yellowwood State Forest, particularly the forest office parking lot. So what I've done is I've parked there, went and checked in with the office manager and that, told him what I was doing, made sure I was okay to park there overnight because I don't want to come back to my truck being gone. They said no problem, just had me write on a piece of paper my name, phone number, what vehicle I had, and all's good there. So the section of trail I'll be doing is from the Yellowwood State Forest going north, and I'm hoping to get up to, or I'm definitely going to have to get up to, the Indian Hill section of the trail. There is a shelter there called Charlie's Shelter. It's supposed to be one of the newer ones. I think it was built in 2019, so it's just roughly a year old. Weather for this trip, crappy. We're in Indiana, what did you expect? But yeah, so it's supposed to rain off and on all day. Who knows? Right now it's perfect. It's 66, 67 degrees, and it's a little overcast, damp, but man, that's good hiking weather. Not sweating to death like it's been lately in the 90s. So we're gonna get up the trail here. Just like I said, I got 11 miles to do today. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I've got all day to get there. Who knows? I plan to tent camp, but yeah, I mean, it gets rowdy tonight. I've got the shelter there to get into, so we're gonna get on up the trail and see what we see. So if the trail would only stay like this, right? So what I've done, I don't think I mentioned it when I started the video. So I parked at the Yellowwood State Forest office. So from there, I went up onto the lake trail. Where the lake trail is, it just, what it is, what's my name? It just circles Yellowwood Lake here. And on the east side of the lake is just the lake trail itself, and on the west side of the lake it connects into the Tecumseh, runs north and south on that side. Now I've been over here, I've done the loop before on the lake trail, and you know, this gray, that's experience. I know it's easier this way, so I decided to take a little easy on myself, and I'm just going to go up the east side of the lake on the easier part of the trail and just take it easy on myself while I do all those hills on that side. I may come back, when I come back tomorrow, I may come back on the west side of the lake on the Tecumseh just to do it again. But no, when I started out, I thought I'll just take it easy on myself and go up the lake trail, and it'll connect up here just at the north end of the lake. So I shouldn't have too much farther to go for that. I'm about 1.5 miles in, so should be closing in on it. All right, well, crossing the bridge, officially onto the Tecumseh Trail, and perfect timing. Starting to rain a little bit. Not very hard, but if it gets any harder, I may go ahead and throw on at least my rain jacket. But right now, as you can see, it's like I'm protected by the trees pretty well, so don't expect to get too wet here. Okay, I'm not too proud to admit it. So that trail there, lake trail, that's the trail I came up, headed north. I got to the junction here, got a trail going that way. This looks too nice to actually be a trail. So come over here. This will be backwards for you guys because I'm in selfie mode, but you know, Tecumseh Trail, that way or that way. Well, I should have went that way. I went that way. So if you guys, any of you guys watching this have ever seen, or not seen, but hiked the Tecumseh Trail, you probably picked it up right in that last clip when I said I was crossing the bridge on the Tecumseh. That's heading south. So I'll admit a mistake. Luckily, it was probably only 1/10 of a mile on my way before I thought, you know, this ain't right. So we're on the right path now, and just a little extra exercise for the day. All right, well, rain gear's on. It's the first time I've been able to pull my phone out in the last over 2 miles. So probably over the last hour. I don't know if you can hear all that, but still raining. Not raining near as hard, but man, I got my rain gear on just in time. It started just pouring down rain. So I'm making it. Gonna keep on going. As long as it's been raining harder than this, and hopefully it'll let up. Should have no problem. It's been a pretty good trail so far. Kind of goes in and out of like a more open area like I'm in now. A little bit denser spots. Some of it's just overgrown because, I mean, it's summertime. But yeah, so far, good trail. I'm gonna get on up the trail here and hope that it stops raining. Well, we're 6 or so miles in, and come to this little pond here. It's pretty cool. All the lily pads are in bloom. I don't know if you can see it. There's a chair, metal folding chair sitting on the other side over there. Be a good spot to sit and rest. Also a good water source, so good to know. The rain has let up a little bit, but too late. My feet are soaked, but I do have an extra pair of socks in my pack and all that. Once I get to the shelter tonight, just to be able to get my feet dry. Met a really nice guy on the trail just a little bit ago. His name's Steve. He also said he recognized me from my Knobstone trip, my through hike that I did last year. So that was pretty cool to meet you, Steve, and good to talk a little hiking and backpacking with you. But gonna carry on up the trail here and hoping that it don't rain anymore. So that would be nice if it could at least stop till I got to the shelter and get dry and rain all at once then. All right, well, popped out of the woods after that lake, or that little pond, and popped out onto a gravel road. It's called the Boys Ridge Road or something like that. And then it wasn't real clear at first, but I just happened to turn left, and that was the way I should have gone. There was a couple little markers. You come to a stop sign, and this is like Lanham Ridge or something like that. I had to look back at the map again. There really wasn't any markers for me to determine, so I pulled up my All Trails app and turned left at the stop sign. That's if you're going northbound like I am. So popped out of the woods after the lake, turned left on the gravel road, come to the stop sign, little road walk. I guess I should have researched this a little more. I didn't know I was in for a little bit of road walk, but it doesn't look like it's even a half a mile, and I should be back to the trail. So no biggie. I'll take a little flat, easy ground for a while. So on we go. Well, there she is, folks. Destination for the night. It's been a long, soggy day, that's for sure. It's taken me about right at 5 hours to get here. Started at 9. Just a tick over or under. Get right here a second. Tick past 2. So, oh no. Looks like I got the place to myself. Trail continues on up that way. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Going to get this pack off and check out my shelter for the night. All right, take you guys in and show you around a little bit. Pretty dark in here. I don't know how well this will come out, but got trail register and some people's left some little food for snacks, little trail magic. But pretty decent size. Broom, dustpan, some fuel if you need it. Nice little covered porch here. Picnic table off to the side. And check this out. This is an awesome little fire ring back here. So yeah, definitely pretty cool place to, you could probably set some tents up back here and have a nice fire. Good place to sit. Pretty awesome spot. I may have it all to myself, who knows. All right, well, cannot begin to tell you how thankful I am for this shelter. This shelter is called Charlie's Shelter. It was built by the Hoosier Hikers Council, and they did an amazing job. Like I said, it's only a year old, so it's still really nice and new and not falling down. But sat here, had some lunch, and just relaxing, thinking about maybe taking a nap. It's just peaceful out with all the rain. That's the trail southbound down that way, if you can see that white blaze on the trees. But yeah, just recently, the last 5 or 10 minutes, it started to really come down again. So definitely thankful for this shelter and just a place to get out of the rain. It would be pretty miserable if I had to set my little Lanshan 1 up and try to huddle in it and stay out of the rain. So just gonna chill here for a while. Like I said, maybe take a nap and check back in later. All right, well, setting up my bed here in the shelter. I've got the Nemo tensor, just a little ground sheet I keep with me. Shorter hikes like this, yeah, I'm a baby, I need 2 pillows. But when I was getting my bedding out, I found an unfortunate thing. That is my top quilt, and yes, it got damp. It didn't get soaked, but definitely on the outside here, it's damp, so I've got it hanging up here on this branch they've got tied up here and trying to dry it out. There's just a couple spots. It's not horrible, like I said, it's not soaked. It just got damp, which kind of bummed out about. That's one thing I like about the Z-Packs. The Arc Blast that I have there, I've had that thing in multiple downpours before, and it's never leaked a drop. So, kind of disappointed in that. But hopefully this will dry out in the next couple hours before I need to use it to sleep with tonight. I guess I'm going to have to start putting pack liners in that Z-Packs there. So, oh well, bummer. All right, well, we got water starting to boil here. Getting it boiling on the old alcohol stove. Dinner tonight, because we're on such an adventure. We're having the old Mountain House beef stroganoff and noodles. And I am just gonna relax and eat some dinner. It has been a pretty relaxing afternoon. I got here, it was about 10 after 2, and it's 6 o'clock now. Don't want to say I've had a lazy day. I did hike 11 miles, but knocked that out and just have been enjoying the peace and quiet here. This place is pretty awesome. got it all to myself still. Kind of hoping that stays that way tonight, but you know, I don't mind sharing if somebody comes along, obviously. But yeah, the Tecumseh Trail today, I only did 11-mile section of it, and to be honest, it wasn't all that inspiring. There wasn't really that many great views or scenery. A lot of it was pretty overgrown and just kind of a green tunnel, honestly. But I don't know, it's hiking, man. I love it. And I don't know, you know, hopefully this fall I plan on coming back, trying to do the whole thing from north going southbound. So we'll see if that happens, you know, with schedules and everything. But you know, I'm just gonna chill out here, and water's about to boil, so dinner will be served here momentarily, and I'll check back in with y'all later. Well, that was a good night's sleep. I have to say I was pretty comfortable. I slept pretty well. Pretty uneventful night. I just chilled. I'd say the only major event was when I went to go to bed, lay down. I had my flashlight on, and there's about a 10-pound spider I had to, we'll say, take care of. Sorry, buddy, but I wasn't sleeping with him. Rained all night long. It's not raining now. So it's supposed to be like a 10 to 20% chance the next 4 or 5 hours. So that should get me back to the truck. Hopefully it holds off. It's windy, and everything is just soaked. So I went ahead and put my rain gear on, because I know the water from the trees, wind will blow that out, and then all the vegetation on the trail will be definitely soaked. So I can deal with that. I just hope I don't get any more downpours. But yeah, excited to get back on the trail and maybe not have to hike in so much rain today. So we're gonna get this journey started. So this was what I was talking about yesterday. A lot of places, I mean, expect some of this. It's just, you know, middle of summer, but definitely severely overgrown. I was surprised I didn't have any ticks on me yesterday walking through a lot of places like this. I don't know if it's the rain that kept them at bay or whatever, but whatever it was, I'll take that. But yeah, definitely overgrown. So looked like yesterday there was a couple places I'd have some pretty good views, but it was so foggy and raining that there was no way we're going to see anything. Hopefully it'll be a little clearer today. Maybe I'll get some shots of those. So just in case you didn't know, if you're coming from the north headed south, after you pass that Charlie shelter, there's one spot, I'm probably half a mile from it, right here, that you're allowed to camp. And that's the only camping spot I've seen since the shelter. It wouldn't be a bad little spot, throw a tent or hammock up. It would do. But as soon as you pass this, right up here, there's a sign, and it says camping permitted beyond this point, or beyond this sign. So once you pass this sign, you are entering the actual Yellowwood State Forest, and there is no camping allowed along the trail until you get to the actual campgrounds down here by Yellowwood Lake. So just a heads up for anybody going either direction, I guess. You know, Yellowwood Forest, you are not allowed to camp in, and once you leave the lake and the campgrounds there, that's your first spot. It's about 10.5 miles from the campground. So just be prepared on that. If you're planning your trip out this section of trail here, you're going to have to either camp there or at the shelter, and then do a, you know, 10.5 mile day from that camping spot back to the lakeside and the campground there. I'm not really sure who scared who first. She's got a buddy with her, but I can't see her. Sure, as soon as I start walking up, there she goes. Well, that's the third deer I've seen this morning. Third heart attack. It's just so wet out. I'm walking through here. I'm not making a sound, and I get really close to them before they jump up and take off. So I startle them, they startle me. I guess that's fair. But rain's holding off, so we're gonna take it. All right, if you're doing the trail north to south. You'll be coming from this road here, it's a little road walk you'll pop out on. You'll be coming down that hill and you'll come to this intersection and there's really no sign, but you went to Boys Ridge. I guess there is a sign, but it's kind of hard to see. It's back in there and it's kind of pushed over and that. So just a little pro tip there for you. The Boys Ridge. I think we only got maybe 2-3 tenths of a mile down this road. But good news is the sun is out. Shedded the rain pants, rain jacket, everything. Hopefully rain free the rest of the trip. All right, well, I wussed out. I didn't take the Tecumseh down the west side of Yellowwood Lake there. Primarily because the east side on Lakewood Trail is just a little shorter, a little easier. And I don't know if it's just because my feet have been wet for 2 days or my ultras are finally starting to crap out, wear out on me or whatever. I'm getting a little pain in my ball of my right foot, so I thought, well, I'll just take the easy way back, right? So, trip reflection, things I would have done different. So with my Z-Packs Arc Blast that I've got, it is the DCF and material, whatever, and it's supposed to be waterproof, but it's more water resistant, I believe is what they say, not waterproof. All right, let's continue this discussion. Never fails. Every time I start the video, you run into somebody on the trail and you look like an idiot talking to your camera, right? So Z-Packs Arc Blast, water resistant, not waterproof. I don't think they even claim it to be waterproof, but I've had it out in the rain a few times and never had anything soak through. So would have definitely see what I mean? Here comes the car. Would have definitely next time put a some kind of liner, like a garbage bag or something in there, just to keep like my quilt and stuff that I don't want to get wet, dry. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, this aqua clip from Z-Packs, save your money, folks. That thing falls out of there all the time. It had a rubber stopper on the bottom of it. See what I mean? It just pops right out. Had a rubber stopper on the bottom of it to keep it from coming out. It's falling off. I've got 2 of these and they consistently fall off. So save your money. The Tecumseh Trail itself, it's a nice trail. Section I did wasn't very scenic, but it is what it is. I got to hike, got to spend time out in the woods, so thankful for that. I don't know if any of you guys that are watching this have actually hiked the Tecumseh Trail before. You know, name out some better sections. I'll try them. You may be able to you know, send some people in the right direction. Like I said, one day I'm gonna come back and just through hike this whole thing anyways. But had a great time. Thankful that the skies have cleared up, no more rain. With that, you know, if you like this video, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. Almost at 200, need a couple more. So show your support. I'm not looking to make any money off this. I can't, I don't have enough to monetize. I just like sharing my adventures with you guys and just, you know, creating a community where we can share our adventures and tips and tricks and great trails to hike. So, nice to meet you, Steve. If you see this, Steve should be completing his through hike today. He's probably almost done by now, but it was great to meet you. And with that, if you guys get a chance to get outside, outdoors, do so. Remember to leave it better than you found it.